Chapter 5. The Raft of Odysseus. Dawn from her couch by high Tithonus rose to bring light to immortals and to men. And now the gods sat down to council. With them was Zeus, who thunders from on high, whose power is over all, and to them Athene, ever mindful of Odysseus, told of his many woes, for she was troubled by his stay at the dwelling of the nymph. O Father Zeus, and all you blessed gods that live forever, never again let sceptred king in all his sincerity be kind and gentle, nor let him in his mind heed righteousness. Let him instead be stern and work unrighteous deeds, since none remembers princely Odysseus among the people whom he ruled, kind father though he was. Upon an island now he lies, deeply distressed at the hall of the nymph Calypso, who holds him there by force. No power has he to reach his native land, for he has no ships fitted with oars, nor crews to bear him over the broad ocean ridges. Now, too, men seek to slay his darling son as he sails home. He went away for tidings of his father to hallowed Pylos and to sacred Lacedaemon. Then, answering, said cloud-gathering Zeus, "My child, what word has passed the barrier of your teeth? For was it not yourself proposed the plan to have Odysseus crushed these men by his return? As for Telemachus, aid him upon his way with wisdom as you can, that he may come unharmed to his own native land, and the suitors in their ships may be turned back again." He spoke and said to Hermes, his dear son, "Hermes, since you in all things are my messenger, tell to the fair-haired nymph our steadfast purpose, that hardy Odysseus shall go forth upon his homeward way, not with God's guidance nor with that of mortal man, but by himself, beset with sorrows, on a strong-built raft he shall in 20 days reach fertile Scyria, the land of the Phaeacians, who are kinsmen of the gods. There shall they greatly honour him, as if he were a god, and bring him on his way by ship to his own native land, giving him stores of bronze and gold and clothing, more than Odysseus would have won from Troy itself had he returned unharmed with his due share of spoils. Thus then it is his lot to see his friends and reach his high-roofed house and native land." So he spoke, and the guide, the speedy comer, did not disobey. Forthwith under his feet he bound his beautiful sandals, immortal, made of gold, which carry him over the flood and over the boundless land, swift as the breath of wind. He took the wand with which he charms to sleep the eyes of whom he will, while again, whom he will, he wakens out of slumber. With this in hand, the powerful speedy comer began his flight. On coming to Perea, out of the upper air he dropped down on the deep and skimmed along the water like a bird, a gull, which down the fearful hollows of the barren sea, snatching at fish, dips its thick plumage in the spray. In such wise through the multitude of waves moved Hermes, but when he neared the distant island, there, turning landward from the dark blue sea, he walked until he came to a great grotto where dwelt the fair-haired nymph. He found she was within. Upon the hearth a great fire blazed, and far along the island the fragrance of cleft cedar and of sandalwood sent perfume as they burned. Indoors the singing with sweet voice she tended her loom and wove with golden shuttle. Around the grotto trees grew luxuriantly, alder and poplar and sweet-scented cypress, where long-winged birds had nest, hawks and owls and sea-crows ready-tongued that ply their business in the waters. Here too was trained over the hollow grotto a thrifty vine luxuriant with clusters, and 4 springs in a row were running with clear water, making their way from one another here and there. On every side soft meadows of violet and parsley bloomed. Here, therefore, even an immortal who should come night gaze at what he saw, and in his heart be glad. Here stood and gazed the guide, the speedy comer. Then, after he had gazed to his heart's fill on all, straightway he entered the wide-mouthed grotto, and at a glance Calypso, the heavenly goddess, failed not to know it was he. For not unknown to one another are immortal gods, although they have their dwellings far apart. But brave Odysseus he did not find within, for he sat weeping on the shore, where, as of old, with tears and groans and griefs racking his heart, he watched the barren sea and poured forth tears. And now Calypso, the heavenly goddess, questioned Hermes, seating him on a handsome shining chair.